My husband is a Southern man who loves pecan pie. I have made so many of these pies in our marriage just for him. But several years ago, I decided to try something different. He also loves chocolate, so I decided to make a chocolate pecan pie. After some tweaking and some testing, I came up with the perfect pie, which I am sharing with you today. I am Amy from A-Red Spatula, and I love making pies. I would also love to help you learn to make pies as well. Now today I'm not going to be going through how to make the pie crust, how to form it, how to make it, anything like that. I will link those at the end of this video, but just know it's very simple as well. If you want to cut out that step altogether and buy a prepared crust, you can do that too. Now don't forget to subscribe. Of course, you don't want to miss any of the new videos that are coming out. And as always, if you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below. The first step in making your chocolate pecan pie is to roll out your pie dough. This is a single crust pie, so in a regular pie dough recipe, the one that I'm linking at the end, it's made for 2 pie crusts. You're only going to need 1 of those. Now, of course, you can double this recipe and make 2 chocolate pecan pies if you want. Roll it out, fit it to your pan, crimp the edges, and move it to the fridge. You want to have this done before you start making your pie filling because it's actually very simple to make and goes very quickly. When this is done, it's time to start on the pie filling. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, the filling won't take long, so I like to have this oven preheated and ready to go. Now, if you're using a chocolate bar like I did, you're going to want to chop this into smaller pieces, and this is just so that it melts easier in the microwave. Obviously, if you're using chocolate chips or chocolate chunks, which you can use in this recipe, you can skip this step. Now add this and your butter to a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave it for 30 seconds on high, remove it from the microwave, mix it, and then microwave it again for another 30 seconds. The goal here is that you want the butter and chocolate to be mostly melted, but not melted all the way. When you pull it out, you're going to mix it until both of them melt all the way. Now in another bowl, you're going to add the eggs and mix these well. You don't want to wind up with scrambled eggs in your pie, so make sure at this point that they get mixed really well together. Then you're going to pour in your karo syrup, sugar, vanilla, and salt. Mix these again really well. You want everything to be incorporated. When this is done, pour the chocolate mixture into your karo syrup mixture and mix this well. Last in is the pecans. You can use chopped pecans, but I prefer whole pecans. Pour those in, gently mix them in. You don't want to break them up at this point. Unless you're using chopped, then it doesn't matter. And when all of that is done, we're going to pour it into our prepared pie and move it to the oven. The pie is going to be baked for 55 to 70 minutes. Now what you're looking for, and this is a weird description, I realize it, but I can't figure out any other way to say this. You want the filling to be set, but jiggled just slightly. You don't want to overdo it. I know that it's weird, but just trust me. You can serve this pie right away, although it is not my recommended method because when it's hot, it just kind of spills all over the place. It's a little bit messy. My preferred method is to serve it cooled or even cold too. I love it cold. The cool thing about this pie is that you can easily make it 2 to 3 days in advance. So if you're preparing this for a holiday or a get-together, it's one thing you can check off your list early. It will hold in the fridge for up to 7 days and still be really good. Now here is my husband's preferred method for serving. He's very specific about this. He likes to heat it for 22 seconds in the microwave. This is his suggestion, not mine. 22 seconds, and then top it with a generous scoop of vanilla ice cream. But I would love to know, how would you serve your pie?